Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more of The Sims 4 Fractured, which is our Disney Villain Legacy Challenge. Okay, so, yeah, 10 thoughts went through my head, so, first thing before I forget, because I keep forgetting, obviously, this coming weekend is Christmas. So I will not be recording. So I'm going to try to do all of next week's stuff today while I'm recording all of this week's stuff. So if there's nothing up next week, it's because I couldn't get to it. So it is what it is. So I'm just fair warning now, but otherwise, if you see stuff next week, I recorded it in advance. Wow. And also what I forgot in the last video I recorded, and I will say it now, but I hope you have a nice holiday for anyone who celebrates, or just have a nice break, even if you don't celebrate, whatever. Yeah, so just gonna throw that out there because I know I'll forget when I'm ending the part to be like, I hope you have a nice holiday and everything like that. So, yeah, because I totally forgot in the last one. But then halfway through the last part I recorded, I was like, oh, right, wait, just last week. So, I'm just getting it out there. So, you know what it is? It's because, like, I say something once in one recording, and then I just kind of like, I'm here for all of them. So, but it's like, not everybody's here for every series. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. Oh, look. Here's your dad with his radio that's still broken. Now, Miles, you could have been the one that fixed that thing. No. You were not supposed to be nice to your brother. You're supposed to be mean. You're not supposed to get along. I mean, it's okay if every once in a while they have a decent relationship and then, it goes back and forth and like whatever. Because, like, their relationship isn't the best. He's only got a good relationship with Ansel. Like, he didn't... It's like you can't... I mean, he's just not supposed to have a good relationship. But, like, with Ambrose, his relationship was... a friendship level of 10. So it's not a bad relationship, but it's not a good one. We can't open the sim profile. Oh, yeah, we can. Wait. Acquaintances. That's not a bad relationship, but it's not the greatest, so... And I guess if Ambrose ever comes out from the grave, we could, like... Whatever. Feeling hurt. And you're tired. Maybe you should go to bed then. Why don't you go to bed? I just want to make sure you don't, like, get super close to anyone in your family. I want you to have a negative relationship with them, but at the same time, like, well, obviously, like I said, with Ambrose, we can't get any worse unless he comes out as a ghost and then we start arguing with him. But, for now, just being an acquaintance with your father is kind of good enough in a way, because it's kind of terrible. Who the fuck is in our house? And why are they in our house? Will you get the fuck out? MC Command Center. Make her leave. Why the fuck is she in my house? Like, get the fuck out, bitch. Why did you run into my fucking house? Don't know you. Ambrose and Ansel might have. She might have been one of the people that came over, like one of the neighbors. But it's like, you're not here for anything. Piss off, bitch. Are you gonna go? I'm not gonna stop you. Oh, you decided to... Oh, you know what's funny? He was like, I'm gonna go fix this. And then all of a sudden, Here's Salem's ghost. Like, wait, Miles, come chat with me. You know why? Salem's like, please don't fix that. You're going to get electrocuted. Listen, Salem, if he wants to go fix it and get electrocuted, let him, okay? Because if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to stop him. He's also going to go fix it. I'm not going to stop him. You know what's funny? They all keep autonomously not doing that. And yet Ambrose was like, yeah, sure, let me fix this. Go do something fun. Let me fix this and get electrocuted and die. My own fault, but like, you know. It was pretty good. It was awesome. It was pretty good. It wasn't up to Ansel's expectations. I like it. You know what it is? I don't think they can get to it. Which is weird because they could get to it enough because it was fixed. They can get to it enough to break it. I thought it was fixed. Maybe it wasn't. Anyway. So you guys just have to... What the fuck is this? He just left... Well, okay. That's weird. Did you motherfuckers do something aside from running back and forth, running back and forth, running back and forth? Because you're kind of pissing me off. This is sweet. That lovely it is. You having a nice chat with your kiddo. He kind of like takes after you a lot, doesn't he? There's just something about the two of them vibing here that it's just like... You're still a young adult? You're still a young adult. Well, that's true. I'm like, how are you still a young adult with a teenage child? And it's like, right, you had a kid. It's Dean. I forgot. I forgot. That's why you're so young. You were, yeah. I kind of wish we could send Liam to parties. You know what I mean? Like, well, okay. And actually, hold on a second. Well, you have 15 days. You have 8. I was just kind of thinking it would be kind of interesting. If, like, you know, I guess we'd have to see how it works out. But, like, you know, when Miles ages up to a young adult, he's going to move out, whatever. And now Leona's, like, left in the house with Liam, right? And, like, but then Liam is like right now, even though Miles was the one that kind of, if you think about it, stole his childhood. It was really Ambrose's fault. Like, that's what you get for having sex with Ambrose, I guess. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm going to not go to school with Miles because I don't give a fuck. Might go to school with, like, Leona when we get to it, but, like, I don't care about Miles. He can go on his own. But, like, if you think about it, like, Liam's childhood, he was a teenager when he got pregnant, so he didn't get to experience a lot of, like, normal teenage shit and get to do, like, a lot of normal teenage shit, you know? So, part of his, like, youth, it's not really his childhood, but you know what I mean, his teenagehood, you know? Part of his youth, before he had to deal with the real world, was dealing with the real world. It was taken away, you know? And I mean, it's not to say that you can't have kids as teenagers and be happy and live a fulfilled life or anything like that. But, like, I kind of don't know necessarily that that's what Liam wanted. Like, he's the party boy, you know what I mean? And he didn't get to do a lot of that stuff. And I think that got him a job. And I feel like even though he's not miserable with his life, there's still something missing. You know what I mean? Leona got sick and threw up in the hallway. Okay, do a thorough health check. We need to make sure that he's okay. What'd you get in the mail? Do the easy assignment, I guess. You got everything from the mail, but there's nothing in here. Nothing is marked as new, so, like, what the fuck? That was weird. What happened? The Gata household adopted a toddler. Okay, go chat with this dude. But anyway, you know what I mean? So like for him that's not, I don't think, what he want. Like if you were thinking, "Oh, here's my 10-year plan." This was not what like Liam would have wanted. You know, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to party and like whatever. And he didn't get to do any of that cuz now he's got to raise a baby, right? And then and then he gets married and like, "Oh, okay. Well, you know, I mean, this isn't so bad, but there's still that lingering like shit you didn't get to do." You know? Like there's always something. There's always something. Everybody's got some kind of regret, something that you want to do that you don't get to do and like, you know, whatever. And sometimes you get over it, and then sometimes you never get over it. And I feel like with Liam, never really got over that because he's still like he's got a fear of crowded places, but he's still sad about not being able to party. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't get to do these things. But it'd be kind of interesting, even though he should be mad at Miles for it. Like that's the child he should resent. He doesn't. But he takes it, it's almost like he takes it out on Leona. Like, okay, I didn't get to go out and party and do that kind of stuff because I had a kid as a teenager. Then Miles kind of ages up. Thank you for suggesting I hang out with Wolfgang. Okay, cool. Good for you. What's this? Too many Sims. Oh, Paxton. It's because we never go to our family graveyard because, like, kind of forget about it in this one. That's all right. Paxton, you've been around long enough. You can go into the afterlife. I will miss you, though. Miss Gray and Paxton. Like, certain series start out so strong and then just kind of go downhill. Like, Gray and Paxton and Sabat. Like, man, the beginning of this, and then it just kind of like, well, and here we are. Like, I hate to say that, but like, there are some where you're like, oh man, oh, and like you still love your Sims, and then you get to here and you're like, I mean, what happened? Whatever, it is what it is. But you know, so like Liam obviously dealt not quite dealing with like not being able to party well. He's still sad and depressed about it, but like he's managing and it's fine. He's still being a good dad, right? But like it'd be kind of funny if then like Miles ages up, goes off to college, and then Liam decides like, well, this is now my hoe phase. You know what I you know what I mean? Like he goes out and he's gonna party and woo and doesn't because like, hey, my kid's grown up and that's cool. But you have another one that you just fucking ignore. You know what I mean? Well, Leona's got to resent everybody for like whatever reason. And then our poor little Smee over here, our little Ansel's the only one that's like gonna do anything. Like take care of Leona, and that's why you're the only one Leona's friends with. And the only one he cares about. And when he goes on a murder rampage, you're gonna be the only one that survives. Unless you also, yeah, I don't think they can get to this radio, which is just weird. Like, because nobody can fix it. But you know, I like the fact that nobody can fix it because it just keeps it there, and it means it will always be broken, and it will always be an homage to Ambrose, who fucking died. Oh, I loved him so much, and he's dead. Oh, like father, like son. And then I just feel like it should be like father, like son, like father, like grandfather, and like maybe we should electrocute fucking Miles. Leona sabotages something. No, but I think it'd be okay. So like when Leona becomes a teenager, then let's actually look at this for a second. So Leona's gonna age up here. You age up there. Miles doesn't age up till here. Okay. So once Leona's a teenager, sometime in here, this will be winter. This is perfect. Miles will never get to be a young adult. So I guess Liam will never have his like hoe phase, which is basically his party phase. You know what I mean? Um or maybe that's what makes him snap. So I think what we should do is in the winter, because this will be after Leona ages up. He'll be a teenager. Wintertime would be the perfect time for like Miles to die, like because Miles likes extreme sports and stuff like that. So they should go on a trip to Mount Komorebi, right? And then maybe Miles and Leona like go mountain climbing, or we'll do something, rock climb, whatever, some kind of wintry sport thing. And their relationship will already be kind of bad, but maybe then they'll get into a fight and like it'll get a little physical, and then like Miles falls off the mountain or some shit. You know what I mean? Miles results below average. Well, we don't really actually care. We care if this kid has if he gets his, I'm gonna do your homework. Now you're angry. But you know what I mean? Like, you know what? Don't do your homework. Shove your brother and then do your homework. Because you know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like. Okay, you can go get something to eat. You should go take a fucking shower. You stink. And you're tired. You're like a fucking mess. You don't know how to take care of anything, do you? Jesus. Are you hungry? Why don't you eat this gumbo? Because, like, somebody's got to eat it. So, anyway. You know. God damn, kid, you stink. Doesn't even look like a teenager. Why don't you go take a bath? Yeah, there you go. Get your relationship down. Negatives with Miles. You know, because, I mean, I think that would work. Because, I mean, kind of like he's already angry, blah, blah, blah. And it'll be like, oh my God, he fell. But meanwhile, you actually pushed him and caused him to fall. You didn't purposely kill him. You know what I mean? We're not going that level of Lion King, okay? You're not that level of Scar where you actually physically, like... Well, maybe they fight and they both, like, kind of fall and get injured, but, like, Miles ends up, like, hits his head on a rock and dies. Like, it's awful. God damn, why are so many of my series goddamn fucking awful? I mean, 2 of them are. The other 2 are kind of wholesome. So, like, half, whatever. You know, sometimes you gotta do the dark, kind of depressing stuff. Like, everything can't be wholesome and fluffy. This one's like, you know, oh, you're sick now, huh? So we'll just get rid of that. You're fine. Mary's calling. What does she want? Yeah, sure. Go for it, Mary. Go for it, Mary. Oh, you're sick too. Oh, why don't you do your homework? And why don't you help with homework? It'll be cute. He doesn't have a parent to help him because his other parents give a shit. Maybe you can adopt him as your care dependent. I've never actually done that. You know? I think that just means that you can parent him then. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Okay. Well, then I think you can just parent right now, right? Because I've never done the parenting. Oh. Encourage recent behavior. Encourage doing homework. Cool. Parenting. Encourages good grades. Hey! Ambrose. Yeah, okay. Cool. That's what I thought. I mean, I've never done that because it's like, whatever. Like, if you do, kids might tease you. Too many Sims. He's sad. He's gonna go cry in the bathtub. Did you... Whose bed are you sleeping in? Why are you sleeping in your parents' bed? This is your bed. Yeah. So why the hell are you sleeping in there? So I'm gonna have you go pee. And then I'm gonna have you go to sleep in your own motherfucking bed. Because this is your fucking bed. I don't know why you won't go sleep in it. I want to make sure that, like, did the door get removed or some shit? Like, no, there's a door. Okay, I don't know what the hell your problem is. Weird. Anyway, oh, you're fixing that. Oh, you're fixing it. Your son probably broke it, to be dead honest with you. All right, I'm gonna go throw this up. Anyway, yeah, so that'll work. I mean, we got time. It's gonna be fucking next year before we get to that. Which, I mean, hi, because we only have one more week left, and there's no fucking way we're getting through that many days. This is one though, I swear to God, sometimes I'm like, man, maybe we should switch it to fucking short lifespan because it's gonna take fucking forever. And we don't have a lot to do. Like some other series and like some of the other challenges, there's a lot to do. This one there really wasn't much in each thing, like obviously in this one. So again, and we've talked about this before. Like for Leona, right? You can't have a good relationship with your siblings or parents. Okay, so we got to work on that, but he already doesn't because he's hot-headed and pisses everybody off. Your sibling has to die so they can be the heir. You're not supposed to put up fires. You have to have 3 close friends max. Marry a sim with a deviant's aspiration of 1 to 4 kids. I mean, there's really nothing for you to do. It's not like max the skill or do this and like, I don't know, like that sometimes is nice because it gives you the chance to like adapt the story however you want to do it. But then sometimes when it's like this where you're like, okay, so we kind of got this and we know what's going to happen. Now we're just sitting there with our thumb up our ass waiting for it to happen. Like, sometimes I have mojo where it's like I can craft this story and then we're going to work on this and we're going to do this. And I feel like that's the way it was earlier in the series. You know what I mean? Could you actually go pee before you go to bed? Go pee. Get up and go to pee. And then you can go back to it. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like there was so much more going on, and then we did that, and then now it's like, and then like, okay, we just like, I don't know. I lose my mojo sometimes, and like some families and some things like just kind of fall off. You know, I kind of lost my mojo a little. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I don't enjoy this one, but like, there's always the weakest link, and I feel like this one's the weakest link right now. I mean, funny shit's happened. Oh, Ambrose. Oh, sweetie. You're fucking pissed. I mean, you should be. You got little bolts of electricity running through you, whoops, don't you? Where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Taunting some shit. Did he go upstairs? Oh, there he is. There he is. Don't they? Because, like, when they die, like, from electrocution, aren't they, like... No, not really. I thought you were gonna be, like, sparking. I know some of the ghosts do some shit. Like, don't the ones who drown leave puddles? They did, especially in Sims 3. I know they did, which was way more fun. Um, Although in Sims 3, they also had a color that was specific to them. In this, they just... Oh yeah, there it is! Alright, I know, he just sparks every once in a while. Okay, he's not constant. Like, I thought they did some fucking shit in this, you know, like, still, you know. He just sparks every once in a while. Because I know that, like, the rabbit rodent fever, you have a hamster in your chest. If you get attacked by a bunny, isn't there a bunny in your chest? And the pufferfish, you have a pufferfish in there and stuff like that. So, yeah, there he goes. There he is. Okay. Yeah, most of my Sims die of old age, so I don't really get to see some of the fun ghosts. You know. He makes a sizzle noise, too. It's pretty funny. I didn't want you to die, Ambrose, okay? I really did not want you to die. That was not my intent, but I was like, oh shit, you're gonna get electrocuted. I should stop this. And then, like, you know, and then the thing went away, and I was like, oh, okay, he's done. But it went away because you were about to die, so. Yeah, I mean, I just sort of half anticipated that, and then, you know. But again, like father, like son, like your dad died the same way. So, you know, kind of funny. And your son's gonna get shoved off a cliff by your other one, so there's that, at least, you know. It's just the waiting for like the story plot purposes for that to happen, you know what I mean? Because like again, I think in the very beginning I had such a mojo like, okay. And like Sebastian had such a backstory, and then he was just a whore and impregnated everybody because he had to have 7 kids, you know what I mean? And then like, you know, Gray and Paxton had such a tumultuous story and everything going on with that, and then like whatever. Um and then what's this see then I just forget all my Sims fucking names and I gotta like flip back. Micah really didn't have much of a story, neither did Salem. Like, you know, it kind of goes back, well, yeah, because like, well, no, actually it was Simon, yeah. Because you know, Gray's story and then Simon being out there with being the Queen of Hearts and everything and like on that whole thing like because I have like notepads, like pages and pages and oh, it's the toilet that's broken. I'm like something's broken. Okay, never mind, you're fixing it. Like I have notebook pages stapled in my book, pages of like for Simon and the backstory and like how that was going to work and what I was going to do and craft that and all that shit. You know, and then like Oliver didn't really kind of. I don't think we had too much going on. Still had the Queen of Hearts thing. I think I had a little bit with Oliver, who was our Cruella. But then after that, it kind of like dropped off. Yeah, and then it kind of like just kind of faded away into like not a lot going on. And like technically Ambrose is done because he died accidentally. And I kind of wrote stuff for that. Like, oh, okay, like when Salem died accidentally and all that shit, but like I've got nothing for that. Like I don't know. We've gotten to the point. I think this happens to me all the time. And like I'm sorry for anyone who like fucking has been around for a long time, but I feel like this happens every single time I get to a like we get to the like 8th, 9th, 10th generation and it's just like, all right, let's get this, let's wrap it up. You know? Well, I think with Leona, the difficult part is there's really not much he can do as a child. Aside from argue with his parents and siblings and like hate everybody and whatnot. And I should have been a little more invested in like everybody else's story because now I'm just like, like I don't want to like I don't know, you know? So I feel bad because I definitely have lost my mojo a little bit. But I think we're also just in an awkward spot where like there's really unfortunately not much to do with the series itself, like with the Sims themselves. You know what I mean? Like there's not much to do with kids. I mean, there's like you could go out like kids can do stuff, but like I guess it's because I'm looking at the 5 points in the challenge and I'm like, okay, well, there's really nothing I can do with Leona right now. Like, Leona can go out and actually make fucking friends as a child. Like, and it's Saturday, so like, maybe he should actually go out. Is he, wait. Oh, no, he's just hot headed. You know, I want to watch you like smash projects, but, he could go out and actually make friends or go play on the playground or do something like get the fuck out of the house, you know, because there's really nothing to do with Miles because he's gonna die. So like, what does it fucking matter what we do? You know what I mean? But it's the thought process. Like Miles is gonna die, but we should do stuff with him. But why? Like, why waste the effort? Poor Miles. Likes wellness, sure. You know, and like, yeah, maybe Leona should. Oh wait. Wait, are you being nice to your child? Chat with Leona. I feel like you should nag him a little bit. Don't apologize. That's like not right. Just nag him. Like it's fucking Saturday. What are you doing in the house? God. Why don't you go out? You know what I mean? I think it's just he's a little snippy. And like... You're not as good at dad as frickin' Ansel! Uncle Ansel's better than you! Shout forbidden words! Festering bitterness. Yeah, that's what I want. Parenting. Discipline. Punish. Give him a timeout for being mean. I don't think anything happens if you ground them and then they, like, go out. Because I was just thinking, like, that'd be good too. Like, you're grounded! And then he fucking leaves anyway. Actually, hold on. Where's my child? I want you to... Hold on. I do want you to ground him. More choices. Parenting. Discipline. Punish. Ground for being mean. Yeah, ground him. I mean, there's lots of... I guess because he's been very, very mean. And then we're going to leave anyway. No TV. No leaving the house. No leaving the house. And then I think Leona's going to leave the motherfucking house. Because then he can get yelled at. You can, like... Because you can, like, travel? Travel stealthily. Fuck yeah. Perfect. Grounded. Can't leave home. Totally leaving home. Gonna go get into trouble. Gonna go... These beaches really need to be fucking replaced. But let's go... What's in New Crest? Do we have a park? I think I've done this before where I'm like trying to look for like... Well, there's a pool. We need to go someplace where there's gonna be kids. We need like an arcade or some shit. Do I have one? Aha, the cafe bar. No, that's a cafe bar. I thought I had a freaking... I don't know why I'm clicking on residential lots. I thought one of these... Party place, fast internet. I think this one has games and stuff. I think one of the lots that I put down, I think it was in this one. I can't remember which save is what, but like I thought it was this one because I thought one of the ones in that neighborhood, that little block of space, was like one where there was the bar downstairs and everything, but like upstairs was like game stuff. So like he could go like he's going to the arcade or some shit. I gotta find more lots to put in, like more bowling alleys and shit. Yeah, okay, this has got some stuff. Oh, who can you play with? Okay, there's nobody here right now. That's like... I love that. Play arcade games stealthily. Oh, you were gonna do it anyway. Look at him. He's all egg. If you were here, could you... Like, I think I'm gonna have him show up here and then, like, really punish him. I'm just really hoping, like, some other kids show up. Because, I mean, like, it is more like a place for teenagers and stuff, but I was hoping, like, we might get some kids. Well, look, is that Kiyoshi? Yoshi's fucking everywhere. Yoshi's everywhere now that we're, like, dating him in another game. I kind of want kids to show up. You know what I mean? Like, I guess we can keep an eye out. It's a fucking Saturday. You'd think kids would be out and about. Keep an eye out and see if any of them kind of show up in any areas. Because I want them to, like, make some child friends. No, she's an adult. You know? Just thinking that maybe somewhere around these back neighborhoods. Like, oh, there's ice skating. I mean, roller skating. No kids here either. Wow, there's no children fucking anywhere. I mean, there's roller skating. Oh, well, I mean, here's the, like, what are you doing? dancing. All right, that's fine. There's like no kids are over here either. I like that there's water balloon things there. That's cute. And this is adorable because you just see the butterflies fucking everywhere. I love it. It's pretty. I never come here anymore. Um okay, but there's no kids like anywhere. Huh. That's fucking bizarre. Like no children in this fucking world. I wanted you to make friends. I mean, just can you like I love the sit stealthily, nap stealthily. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. It's a little bit shorter than normal, but I think I might like make some of the parts have to be a little bit short just because I got a lot to do. And I wanna definitely make sure I get next week done. But I think what we'll do, if I remember, if I can manage to record today for next week, it'll be fine. But otherwise it's gonna be several weeks before I can record again. So I'm gonna come back and be like, the fuck was going on? But I want to, after I have him do some stuff out and about, it would be nice if Liam caught him. So I think I might bring Liam here and then yell at him, like, and catch him. Because, like, if he goes home, I don't think it's going to catch him. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. Why is he tense? Breaking grounding. I might get caught any minute. Yeah, you will. But I don't think you care. So anyway, we'll kind of hope maybe some kids show up. You know, there's like games and shit here. You'd think like I mean, I understand this is like a cafe bar, so like maybe children aren't going to show up here, but like anywhere in this fucking neighborhood, you know what I mean? Like no kids playing on this playground equipment, like no children roller skating, like that's kind of unfortunate. Like are there any motherfucking kids in this world? Like I guess we should make friends at school. But like well, whatever. A little lone wolf, I guess. He's a little lone lion. Anyway, I will see you guys. Look how fucking mad he is while playing these fucking games. Like, look at his piss face. He is shaking with rage, this child. Look, I can't even get, like, what is... He's glitching out big time, but, like, he's so cute. He's so cute even though he's so pissed. Look at this. Look at his little pissed off face through this little block. It's so adorable. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.